Hi, I'm Kottaveiinflux, and every day is a journey into my mind. Gently, I welcome you to my imagination and the next season of my life. So, I was thinking this morning that it would be so easy to give up on the idea of love and partnership. I've been single a very long time, and I would like to say content in it, but not quite. And so I look at all of the things people say in terms of ghosting and all of these like catchphrases for someone not being honest and straightforward in a relationship. And I thought, where's the exchange from a sincere place when it comes to relationships? And, honestly, some days, as much as I would like partnership in a relationship, I'd rather watch paint dry. It's actually more interesting at this stage. And then you have the people that tell you, oh, well, why don't you just do all these things? Go to dinner by yourself, travel by yourself, do this by yourself. I do all of that. If you don't know, I give me what I want because I love her. Right? But you may say, what does me talking about relationships and partnership have to do with art? Well, I'm going to tell you. I think your creativity and creating and making art is one of the deepest relationships you'll have because it is a relationship with yourself. It's something that's internal that shows outwardly and externally. You may hear a little echo. I'm in this hallway. I wanted to show y'all this beautiful Buddha. I think about that, the love I give my art, the care I give my art, the attention, the money, because it ain't cheap. Even if you're doing recycled art, it costs you your time, right? Hold on, I need some of my coffee. Isn't this mug cute? So I think about, the fact that a lot of time and investment is given to the craft of making art. I mean, think about it. When you decide you like somebody, right? You love somebody. You want to be with that somebody. Don't you kind of go out of your way to make them feel special? Don't you do all the things that let them know you love them? Don't you take the time to listen, I hope you do, to what matters to them so you can make sure it affects how you navigate and move with them? Well, think about your art. Don't you do the same thing? I've given up so much time willingly to my creativity. I mean, time in my mind while I'm running around trying to refine an idea. Time in the art store or the hardware store or just picking up scraps for those who find cool things that have the possibility of being art. Not throwing out things that don't seem to have full potential in that moment, but you see the light in them, right? We talk about relationships saying, don't come to me with potential, come fully potentiated. But do we do the same thing with our art? Do we take the time to let it realize itself, let it show up fully, let it talk to us and speak to us and tell it what it wants to become? Me and my art is one of the strongest, best, most conflicting, rough, loving, caring, frustrating, angering relationship I've ever had. And it's a whirlwind love affair because when it's good, and when it's not, it's not. But I do think if you take the time to spend with your inner self and see how that expresses itself through sculpture or the courtship of the materials of the subject matter and let it show you who it really is. Sometimes you even surprise yourself. You get some really, really amazing outcomes or even processes. Since I've been here in Finland, I don't think I've completed not really any pieces. I've done some collages. I've started some textile work. I have some ideas that are just marinating out in the ethers. But I have not completed something I would say, okay, yeah, this is ready. Let me present it to the world. Let me hang it up on the wall. Let me, it's ready. And with that being said, I'm not sure that any piece is ever like finished. I think most artists just like, okay, that's enough, I'm done, right? Or maybe it is finished. Maybe it gets to a point of satisfaction for you. And don't we do the same thing with relationships? You get to that sweet spot where you just like coasting along. You like deliciously down, like Cree Summer says. You ready, it's good. Everything is what you want it to be. So when I talk about relationships, you know, you hear me talk about my relationships with my sons, my relationships with my family and my friends. But me and my art is the deepest relationship, the most meaningful relationship I'm ever going to have, because when I look at it, it is like seeing me manifest. If I was to take out my spirit and my imagination and put it on display for the world to see, that is my art. That is me realized for you all to partake of. And I can't speak for other artists, but it's a very bold and audacious thing, a very bold and audacious thing to say, here is me, outward, sharing, for you all to partake of. And the fear in that is that you put it out there to be judged, critiqued, loved, challenged, copied, and just fully letting that internal creative self show outwardly. And think about it. When I think about relationships, look, for instance, how like on social media, you can put your status as, you know, single, married, in a relationship, right? Don't you do that with your creativity and your art? I do. I think when I post pieces, it's like, look, y'all, I'm in relationship. Right? And when I really love it, I hype it up. It'd be like, y'all, I'm married to this piece. This piece is amazing, right? And then when I go long periods of time without posting anything, y'all know I'm single. Me and my art done broke up. I need a minute. I'm recovering from the hurt and the pain it inflicted on me, aka I inflicted on myself. Right? So that relationship with your creativity, with your art making, with your practice is a bold, audacious one. And I have friends who are able to video and post them working. I'm not there yet, y'all. I'm just now getting to the point where I can show you pieces in process. And really, it's me like, okay, here it is, and then running out of the room real fast. Because I'm afraid at times of what will be said about me putting my real full self out there for everyone to just see. I'm going to get better. I'm going to get better at, you know, showing my processes, talking more about what my thoughts are on the work I'm creating, showing up fully in relationship with my art and my creative self, and taking it out for the public to see. You know, you go out on that date for that first time with somebody, you're like, ooh, I hope I don't see nobody just in case this don't work out. But by the time y'all are solid, you're like, this is my boo, we holding hands. Look at us, we cute, we like us. We not concerned about what y'all doing. I'm trying to get like that with my art. I want to be able to get out in the street and hold hands with my creativity and my art and be like, look, y'all, I'm booed up. So I hope you'll join me on this journey to a deeper creative self for me as I move through the world. And if you enjoyed this talk, please like, subscribe, and if you feel inclined, share. I am Kottaveiinflux, living my life with no ceiling, no floor, no walls, no box, just the world.